Now today we see Omar coming in from the DC News now, coming in by Zach. You know what I'm saying? Look like Schoonerfield or something like that. 6 hours ago. You remember this is a late edition, so sometimes it could be very late. You know what I'm saying? Omar fires back after McCarthy vows to remove her from the committee. Representative or whatever she is, Demon Democratic of Minnesota, whatever she comes from, Ayana Omar, the one up in there with the AOC, Crazy Tail Group, you know what I'm saying, fires back at the House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, Republican of California. Well, the Republican seems to be doing quite well and sticking it to the right people. You know what I'm saying? After he vowed to remove Omar from her committee post if elected Speaker. That's right. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? From the moment I was elected, the Republican Party, I have, no, he's saying from the moment I was elected, the Republican Party has made it their mission to use fear. No, they have not. No, they have not. Ayana Omar, Ocasio Cortez, and the other two ladies as a part of your little AOC nutcase group is the one that always pushed the mission of fear. Because we saw what went on in 2020 and 2021 and 2022. You know what I'm saying? And even before that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So when we look at this, we look at them using these stupid ass, phone whatever, Islamophobia and racism. No, they're not using xenophobia and xenophobia and axophobia. Oh my, stop using big words, you dumb idiot. This is not what they're saying, and it's not racism because your group was the first group to enslave black people when you look at it and brought that into Africa. You know what I'm talking about, and you're still doing it today. Ain't you tired? Now you're over here in America trying to sabotage the American system and the Americans' way. And then you're using the same demon democratic reverse psychology where you're doing the damage, but at the same time under the banner of saying that you're not because your group is the righteous group. But she's saying Islamophobia and racism to target me on the House floor and through millions and millions of dollars of campaign ads. Omar said in a statement, no, you created that because you need to get out of our government. You know what I'm saying? Whether it is Marjorie Taylor Greene holding a gun next to my head in the campaign ads, or Donald Trump threatening to send me back to my country, which I think you should, because your interest in our system is not based on any political value at all. Like I said, let me remind you, Mrs. Whoever you seem to think that you are, you know what I'm saying? Your group came into Africa with that slavery shit. Nobody wants to hear your bullshit. And I feel that Donald Trump is right in what he's saying. You need to do so. You know what I'm saying? Or pack it up and get out. Facts that. I have been a proud citizen of the United States, not in your political connections and who you are connected to. There is no way what we've seen you do in our government, once you got into government, we've seen you do show any of you being a proud citizen. You look more like a clown citizen along with Ocasio Cortez for more than 20 years. You know what I'm saying? This constant stream of hate has led to hundreds of deaths, threats, and credible plots against me and my family. Well, maybe you're not welcome because maybe who you're grounding to call the demon Democrats or Ocasio Cortez from New York are retarded. You know what I'm saying? You have not shown us anything but affiliation to the Baphomet Satanic Luciferian bullshit. That's why McCarthy wants you out. You are not good for our government. You and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You're not good for our government. But anyway, everybody has their troubles. It seems like a personal problem, especially affiliation, as you share. Now we see another one coming in from Goodbye. The news now, DC News again. No. An indictment won't end Trump's run for the presidency. He could still campaign or serve from a jail cell. Imagine that. Same thing, the person who came up with this idea and constant talk about jail cell, it seems the same for them, don't it? It seems like the statement should fit the Democratic Party, especially creepy Joe Biden and his son, creepy Junior Biden, you know what I'm saying, and Anthony Fox, the killing weasel, Bill Gates, Obama, Bush, Hillary Clinton, all the way to Nixon, Bush Donkey Jr., Dick Cheney, their father, all of them, the whole group, have the nerve to be switching, talking about one day doing the same thing Trump has done himself. One day he was a Democrat, and another day he was a Republican. This seems to be one of the things I'm looking at that has been going on for quite a while. While you send people over to take away the black people's stuff back in the days, even after it was built, they took it over, you know what I'm saying? And all you ever did after that, to me, it sabotaged that side, political side, in order to make it look stupid, so they constantly vote for demon Democrats. You know what I'm saying? So why in the world would Donald Trump go to jail when we saw the criminal activity of even slavery from the Democratic Party going back to the early 17 or 18 or whatever when slavery was going on? How do we see any different in this matter based on them changing their stripes and all of a sudden becoming so? Like I said, it was done over generations in time. You see what I'm saying? Because people are too stupid to see that even what's going on with Donald Trump right now is not really going on in itself based on any ideological, I could say, ideology other than a democratic so-called reverse psychology game. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they're getting away with all the criminality, and I don't see them doing anything that they promised to do. Even when Biden mentioned the fact that he was shutting down drilling and all this different bullshit, now he's drilling in places that were not supposed to be drilled at all and were protected. Biden is now even allowing them to drill there now. But in the beginning of his campaign trail, he said he wasn't going to allow that. He was going to green energy, wasn't he? And then now he's back to drilling and so on and so on. Like I said, in protected lands and different places that he should not be drilling. Now I'm saying the number one polluters of the land is all those in the deep state in the Democratic group, Luciferian group, who are known only to enrich themselves. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're in the Republican Party saying they're Republican now or not. So we're looking at this whole thing with Trump seems to be very hypocritical coming from the demon Democratical side. You know what I'm saying? But we see here that they're saying this and that, and nobody wants to even really talk about that type of garbagical bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because you have no proof or evidence to me talking about some jail time when it comes to the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all on the demon Democrat side, especially Biden and his son, should be in jail right now, including Anthony Fox, the killing weasel, and Billy the Gold Gates, and you feel that you got away with your little stinking ass dumb trick. You know what I'm saying? And many will now see the consequence of those actions. And we must now realize that we must stop playing into the hands of these beasts, and they're not doing anything. Even when it comes to the border, talked about open border policy, and then turn around after he flooded. Now they're lifting. Now they're going about to lift it and open up the border even wider again to let in hundreds of millions of people from South America into this country. Biden and them know what they're doing because they know eventually that can turn out to be a very bad situation. In the fact of them starting a so-called demon Democratic or Ku Klux Klan, great holy plan of the Albert Pike nutcase bomb, you know what I'm saying, talking about a race war. And then switching everybody under that race based on taking over the world in a third in a one world type bullshit Baphomet and have us all praising Baphomet while they slaughter, kill, murder, rape, pedophilia, and every type of garbagical fornication, they call it, to the world. This is all their holy hell that they want to bring to the people. And as long as people keep voting for these people and not examining anything at all, only going blindfolded because you were born not too long ago and you don't know too much about these people at all, you know what I'm saying? And they're making you believe in every shine, bald head freak way they can that they really love you, and they don't.